Take two. Now I should be back with sound. I could hear me. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It is, my name is Tulin. I had the pleasure of being one of the modifiers in Proving Grounds, myself and Jessica. I am proudly the plus size modifier. And I'll explain to you why that is so very, very important to me and really help you guys see how we can help so many different fitness levels, so many different abilities with a badass workout. So hopefully you guys can hear me now. If you can pop on and let me know that you can hear me okay, pop on, say hello, and then we'll go ahead and get this party started. Mindy, I got to hug Mindy this weekend. We had leadership this past weekend. It was amazing, amazing. Anyways, you guys, and I'm also really, really happy to answer any questions. Hi, Stephanie. To answer any questions you guys have about Proving Grounds. That was my foot. Okay. My husband's cleaning something, just sprayed cleaner all over my foot under my desk. You can hear me. Yay! Hi, Samantha. It's exciting to see people from my team here too. All right, you guys. So I can see a bunch of you guys can hear me now. Romana, welcome, guys. All right. So let's hop in about Proving Grounds. And again, I would love to make this an opportunity to answer any questions for you and help you out with this process. I really don't know all that I'm going to tell you, but I'm just going to go ahead and jump in. So let me tell you a little bit about my experience with Proving Grounds, and I think this will be really, really helpful for you. I use the term plus size a lot. And I just want to start from the very beginning. I'm not here to convince you, talk you into the merits of plus size, okay? But as a plus size woman, as a woman that was 280 pounds, as the modifier in Proving Grounds, it really does mean something special to me. Hi, Jimmy. So please understand, you can just take those words out and apply whatever is important to you there. But it really is a way that we've been able to identify and have a voice, okay? And so you can't make a positive a negative. So there you go. Anyway, so going into this program to give you some insight and the excitement behind it, a lot of times people ask me, like, how'd you get this opportunity? I will tell you, it has never been my goal to be in a workout program, ever. I didn't even know that there was space for me for that. But I will tell you that I have showed up in my journey over and over again. I've taken every setback as an opportunity to make a comeback. I've added more tools to my tool belt, both in my fitness and my business and my mindset. So when I do fall out of whatever is going on, because I'm a human being human, that I already know that I have those tools in my tool belt and I already have this comfort zone, right? And so if I fall back, I just look at the horizon, like at the tip of my comfort zone. I go, okay, I have the tools in my tool belt to get to that space again. I've fallen off track. I've had this experience before. How have I done things differently in the past? How can I be more how can I empower myself more to get there? And then I just work towards getting back to that little horizon of my comfort zone. And I take one step out of it, just one step. And that's what I've done. And my coach is here, my Jimmy, you know, and I think about it, like when he reached out to me originally about this, you know, in my struggles, he just was kind. He was just kind. And so this man has seen me overcome and fall back and overcome and fall back and overcome and fall back. And, you know, I fall 7, I get back up one more time. I fall 8, I get back up one more time. I'm always willing to get back up one more time. And I think that's what Proving Grounds really, 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 really shows. And when I was asked to be a part of this program and then knew that I got to be the modifier, I said, okay, what is it about this that I want to do? Number one, it's not about me. It's not about me performing. It's not about me showing you what I can do in this body of mine. It wasn't about that. When I went into this program, and this, I'm hoping that you guys will hear the message in this and really be able to use this to help more people. When I started on my journey, I've been on this journey for a long time. I've been helping women for a long, long time, probably over 15 years. And I remember when I started back on my fitness journey, I looked for a body like mine in motion. I wanted to see I needed to not quit on myself again. And if you've heard this story, it's kind of this full circle into Proving Grounds. I desperately went searching online. To be totally fair, you guys, I went searching for a body like mine in motion. I couldn't find her. I became her. Back then, people were less willing to be transparent in their journey. They were only willing to show their before and after and talk about how much they loved themselves in their after and how much they hated themselves in their before. And I was searching for someone who was willing to love themselves exactly as they are. For me, it was 375 pounds. And to move forward from a place of self-love and not from punishment and not from hatred and not from, you know, acknowledging and value this body and this gift that I have to be on this earth, to take another breath. I wanted to come from a place of self-love, and I couldn't find her. And I didn't want it photoshopped. I came from a world where even the plus size bodies are being photoshopped. I wanted to be real and authentic. And I wanted to know that somebody else's belly apron got in the way, that somebody else couldn't get up and down off the floor, that somebody had the ability to fight through the struggle because I didn't know how. And the things I was searching for, I couldn't find her. So when I was asked to be a part of this, it wasn't about me. It was about that woman or man who was, I get emotional about this. That person who's ready to quit on themselves again, that needed to see a part of their journey in someone else, that they needed to know that where they are was okay. They needed a starting point. So my motivation, when you see the modifications that I do, because this big girl can jump, right? Like I can squat, I can jump. I'm working on 180 squat jumps. Like I'm really proud of all that, but I'm most proud of the fact that I feel that this was an amazing opportunity to really touch base with those people who think they just can't, that were chasing weight loss and not health gains, that they were chasing a size in their pants and not an increase in their ability or mobility or quality of life. This is who this was dedicated to. So the modifications you see me doing, I knew what she looked like. And for me, it's a her. I knew what she looked like. I knew her struggles. I knew why she quit in the past. I knew what she needed to see. I knew what excuses, reasons that she was going to give. And just be able to reveal they were disguised excuses. And I'll never forget, you guys, I remember I got on set and, you know, here I am like, okay, I'm doing these modifications for my day one self. That person who's starting and re-engaging in fitness. That was my purpose. I wanted them to have a sense of belief and see a piece of themselves in me, whether it was my story or how my body was moving or whatever that is. Because I'm gonna be totally honest with you. For a lot of us, and this is not a size exclusive thing, for a lot of us, we look at bodies that are in motion in these videos and they say, she doesn't look like me. I need more representation of me. And I say, nay, listen, y'all. Everybody matters on this journey. Everybody has value. I learned the most when I got my stinking thinking out of this. And I started looking at the bodies in motion that were on the other end of the size spectrum from where I was. I learned to respect and honor them because they were able to show me what muscles I should be engaging, how the movement, like what I was working towards, whether I've got to, not their bodies necessarily, because their bodies are theirs, right? My body's mine. But I could get a really good understanding of what the movement pattern was and be able to somehow find a way, layer by layer by layer. That's all I look at modifications, you guys. Modifications are only layers that I can add to and remove, and they're not less of a workout. So in order to really honor and respect this body, I had to honor and respect all bodies. Really, really, really important. So when I got on set, they didn't put me in all black every day, which I loved. And I was wearing tight gray pants. I was kind of pushing the envelope on, just being totally honest. They fit me very differently now, which is kind of cool. And I was looking at my outfit and I'm like, cool. Like all parts of my body is really showing, right? That's personal development in full effect. I'm like, okay, I can see my belly apron. You can see the shadowing like of my tummy over my thighs, right? You can see all this stuff. I'm like, are they seeing this? And there's two, if you guys don't know this, in Proving Grounds there's the modifier track. It's super cool. So I've actually modified to myself, which is really weird. And they had two cameras on the ground. And those two cameras were two cameras that were going to be on the modifier at all times. And they're on the floor and they're shooting me up. And I'm thinking like, okay, this is really, really rad because it's about ready to show like a body in motion that reflects 70% of the population. Are they going to change the camera angles? Nope. Are they going to change my clothes? Nope. They allowed the real and the transparent to show. And I really, really, really value that in Beachbody. And I really, really value that as Beachbody continues to transition away from, you don't want to look like this before, but you want to look like this after to really honoring this journey. And so here are these two cameras shooting up, showing all of me. Angles didn't matter. It wasn't about my best side. It was really, I wanted, in my heart of hearts, I hoped and prayed that Beachbody be willing to show every aspect of this body in motion. And they did, which is really cool. Hold on, cat's ready to walk by. That's my cat. Okay. So even though I was doing the modifications, you guys, even in modifications, I tanked. It was very hard. It was hot, I should say. The workouts aren't easy. And just because you modify is not less of a workout. It's not less of a workout. It is a place where people can start, and it's a place where people can work at their abilities and challenge it. Remember, I just talked about stepping just one step outside your comfort zone, or just adding that one layer. That was the whole thing. And so even in the modifications, you guys, as I was standing on set, I said, please, 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 this is such a ceiling breaker to have a body like mine in motion in a badass workout that isn't like, how do I say it? Like, I felt like I was on insanity. I felt like I was like, it felt like my insanity. You guys may not realize this. I was working out with Jimmy, my coach, on a daily basis, and had no idea. Okay. So it was so cool to be able to do this in a workout like this. That was one that really pushed the envelope, that really, really, really was a workout put together at a level of difficulty, and a body like mine could go through this process in a way that worked for her and challenged it. And I tanked. It was very hot on set. We were at Carl's Ranch. We're 2,000 feet up. We're above the cloud line. Production's amazing. They even knew what time the sun was coming over. And I had a moment, and I just remember thinking, my God, please don't let the big girl go down first. And I'm just being totally honest and transparent with you, because I understood what a ceiling breaker this was. And I really, really, really struggled with the idea of, I need to show up. I need to push past this struggle. And I need to find a way to keep going, because, as Carl said, this is what happens at home. This is what happens with, regardless of body shape, regardless of fitness level. Cam and I were on stage this weekend working out with Chris Downing during Proving Grounds, and even Cam, who is incredibly fit, had moments that she was fatigued and had to push through that. And I love that. And she said, we switched places this weekend. I was pushing her. Come on, Cam, you're not tired. Come on, Cam, you're not tired. And I think that's really, really important to know, that all bodies get pushed to a limit, and that we can take that additional step outside of it and get past, not the weight on our body, but get past the weight between our ears, the weight that tells us that we can't go another 10 seconds, that we can't do another step, that we can't finish the exercise. And that's what you saw happen in the video that they used to really initially kind of promote this Proving Grounds, was the struggle, and was pushing past it. Now, I have one thing that I want to say, and I don't believe that fit has a size, and I am fit. And at 280 pounds, I continue to lift 40-pound weights and do all the things that I'm doing. All bodies have a level of fitness. We all have something in us that is fitness, but some of us just have a different starting point than others. And again, it's not size exclusive. So as I was going through this workout and going through the modifications, and as I started to have an issue in set, I had to not push through for me. I had to push through for that day one woman, that person that I was, to show that we can keep going. That quitting point, that comfort zone, that thing that tells us that we don't have to go anymore, that we've done enough. I needed to push through that, and I did. In this workout, you guys, I personally met my next level self, even in the most modified version of myself right now. I met my next level self, and I am confident the more people that we get Proving Grounds in front of, the more people that we can show. And again, you guys, not about plus size to plus size. I'm talking about if the CDC says 70% of the population is considered overweight, just to simplify it, well, I say that 99.9% of the population is overweight between the ears. They have weight between the ears. And so I don't care when people see that moment or watch the workout, they're going to say this: if she can do it, I can do it. So they're going to go, well, she can do it, I can do it. Or if she can do it, I can do it. I don't care how they say it or where they put the inflection. I just want people to know that they can do a badass workout too. When I started on my journey, there were times that I just swayed side to side. Well, they all jumped around like jackrabbits. And you know what? There's something I'm very, very proud of, because I kept consistently showing up, and because I kept adding to my tool belt and keep being able to come back from setbacks, that I had the ability to get to the point of swaying side to side to actually being able to jump now. And that's huge. And this came from the modifications that I share with you. This comes from working on my personal development, living the 4 vital behaviors, which I slightly shifted now, but the basic the 4 vital behaviors of keep showing up, the personal development, the Shakeology, the pressing play, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, to keep showing up in this journey. And this is what Proving Grounds shows, you guys. This is what it shows. I thought for sure they were going to reshoot that scene, right? Like, you go through the workout, I thought for sure they're going to have to reshoot it. Nope. They kept it as is. You guys are really seeing a push through. You are really seeing a moment. We broke blocking. We broke the rules. The cameramen are trying to figure out what to do. And at that point, it just came down to us coming together as a team and pushing. And even though Rollin and Cam were both done, it was a 4-minute ladder set, which you will see. They came next to me and they offered that support. They don't look like me. They don't move like me, but we are no different in fitness, and we all have blood flowing through our veins. And I think that Proving Grounds also does a really amazing job of showing the power of support and how we're more alike than different. And we put our differences out there to really like push our own sense of ability down. It's our way of being able to say, we can't because I don't look like them. I can't move like them. I can't do what they do. You just can't do right now. And Proving Grounds, I really, really, truly proves that if you continue to show up for yourself in an environment of support, following those vital behaviors, working on that personal development. What is going on? Hopefully I'm still on. Oh, no. What just happened?
I don't know, but you're showing up as live.
Nope.